Hi horse lovers! So today is going to be my first day working with Bagheera. If you're new to the channel, Bagheera is an auction horse I got about 2 weeks ago. You can see his story in the link in the description below. So today we're going to do some grooming and I'm going to do a little bit of groundwork to kind of evaluate him and then go from there. This is so exciting. So I really hope that you enjoy. Okay, so he's been in this quarantine paddock with his run-in stall for 2 weeks now. So he's finishing up his breakfast and then we are gonna head to the indoor arena. He's so sweet. It's a very beautiful morning and he just looks so pretty with the sunlight hitting him. All right, he's in the indoor and we are ready to start. So of course I'm gonna start off with grooming him. I'm gonna let him sniff the brushes and just take it really slow. He is a little bit nervous, but he's being a really good boy. He's just wondering like, hey, like, what am I doing in here? I've just been chilling in this paddock for 2 weeks and now I'm in this big area. So I'm just going to get him acclimated and just take it slow and spend some time with him, getting to know him, grooming him, that fun stuff. Overall, he's being a super sweet boy though. Okay, so now I switch sides and I'm going to groom him on this side. And yeah, overall, again, he's being super calm and I'm really enjoying this time with him. I think it's really important to build a relationship and a bond with the horse before really doing anything else. And, you know, we go through this process of quarantine, getting them acclimated, bonding with them, groundwork, and then, you know, we kind of go from there with under saddle work. And right now I'm just cleaning his eyes out. He had a little bit of crusties in him. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to hand walk him around the arena before doing anything else. I just want him to feel comfortable and, you know, just have me right by his side and just kind of just hang out with him for a little bit. So I keep stopping because he is kind of not rushing like a lot in front of me, but he is kind of trying to walk in front of me. So all I do is halt and then just lightly ask him to back up a couple steps if he gets in my space. So, you know, I'm not like yanking on him or pulling back, and I make sure to release every single time he takes a step back. But even though like he's just getting acclimated, you want to make sure that you establish boundaries immediately. So in a very kind manner though. It's very important to have kindness and structure when working with horses, in my opinion. Okay, now that we've walked around a little bit, I'm going to do some groundwork with him and see kind of what he knows. So he's definitely like, where am I at kind of thing, but he'll settle in and he hasn't been with any horses for 2 weeks. So, you know, he's doing good. All right, let's go. Okay guys, let's start some groundwork and see what he knows. Okay, so first I'm just going to ask him to move away from me and see if he understands like moving away from pressure. At first he was kind of like trying to follow me, but then when I extended my whip, he was like, okay, I'll move away. So that was really good. And now he's just walking off really quiet and calmly, which is fantastic. And he's not trying to like come into me or turn around. He doesn't seem like super confused, other than he's like, hey, I want to go back to my paddock where the food is. He seems really chill, and again, he was a driving horse before, so some of this may seem very familiar to him. I don't know how much under saddle work he's truly done, but he did really good, like stopping and turning into me, and we'll be working on that. But I'm really impressed with his attitude and demeanor right now. Just a really, really nice guy. And we're just going to keep walking for a little bit. He's like, what's over there? Okay, so I asked him to trot. It took just a couple seconds, but then he went right into it. And please just ignore my footing. Like, again, we're redoing it in 2 weeks, so it's a little uneven in some spots. But yeah, he's acclimating well to it. Yeah, he looks pretty good. And he slowed down and transitioned down really nice right there for me. It's almost like he's just a little rusty to things, but that's okay. That's great. We'll get him tuned up and build that relationship, and I think he's going to be a really cool horse. Okay, so we're going to switch directions now and see how he does this way. Usually horses have a little bit of a stronger or weaker direction, so we'll figure out what his is, and that's good. Yeah, so he kind of like followed me and then moved away, so that was really awesome. And you saw right there, he licked and chewed, so that's good. He's definitely relaxing, and he's really putting in effort and really trying, which is huge. And he's responding really well when I ask him to slow down, transition down, and come into me. So that's really awesome. I definitely feel like we're connecting. Like, it's so amazing. Just, again, the experience of just getting him and the excitement. And now it's just like reality. And he's really, really trying to tune in with me. It's just, again, it's a really magical, kind of like sacred experience. And I really just can't explain it. I'm just so grateful. I'm so proud of him. And I'm so happy that I have him in my life now. I also wanted to add that I do have the farrier and the vet coming out to just check him over before we do anything else. He's moving sound. He looks really good. I feel like he has a little bit of a high-low on his front hooves, or maybe just a little bit of a club foot. So we'll see. But yeah, he's moving great. I don't have any concerns. But you know, like, he's 14, so I just want to get him checked out before we do anything under saddle. Okay, so now I just want to do a little bit of bending work with him, just, you know, get a little flexion going in his neck. And I'm not going to push it. I'm just going to ask for a tiny bit. Like, I don't expect him to bend all the way to his shoulder right now. I just want him to move a little bit without moving his feet. That's the goal. And he's doing really well. And he's really thinking and trying. You can just see it. He's so awesome. And I'm going to give him a treat because I think positive reinforcement is really important to incorporate into training. I don't go insane with treats. I don't just give treats constantly, but I do think it's very rewarding for them. And it just, you know, it's just a nice thing to do. Just the research I've done, I think it's great to incorporate that. I think it's good to have a mix of different kinds of training methods. So, okay, we're going to do this side. I think he's a little more stiff on this side, but he does actually give a little bit more as well. Yeah, like this, that was really good. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of backing up using my hand. So what I do, you see he's moving his head. I'm just holding my hand there and putting very light pressure. And I'm just staying with him when he moves his head. So I'm not like pushing hard on him when he moves his head. But every time he steps back, I will then release my hand. It's sometimes hard to see in the video because I'm wearing a black glove and he's black. So yeah, but he's doing really good. I like doing this method, and then of course with the lead rope and halter as well, and with the bridle once we get to that point. Really fun exercise. He's so sweet. I just can't get over it. Okay, I think that was really great for the first session and evaluation. Okay, so now I'm going to have him stand tight at the hitching post while I clean up the manure in the arena. So overall, I think he was fantastic. I view him as being a really good all-around type horse. I really want to do some trail riding with him, maybe some open shows. I think he will be a good lesson horse. I really do, once he's tuned back up and he settles in more. So yeah, really happy. And we are going to end our session with some light grooming. Just want to get him in the habit of like, hey, this is our routine. And yeah, and then I'm going to pick up all 4 of his hooves and see how he does with that, because the farrier is coming tomorrow and I want to make sure that I'm doing this before, you know, she does, just to keep her safe, my responsibility. Okay, he was fantastic with that first one. The front ones are usually a lot easier. The back ones, you know, you just got to be careful at first, but I think he's going to be a good boy. Oh, what a good boy. He did so good. Such a sweetheart. Also, if you guys are enjoying this, if you could hit that like button, we would really appreciate it. Okay, I'm getting the second back hoof. He did really great with that one as well. And overall, really good boy. That was a lovely session. I think it went great. Okay, so I think that went really well. He was a really good boy, and I think he's going to be really fun to work with. So once he settles in and gets used to our routine, I can't wait to ride him. Stay tuned, horse lovers. Thanks for watching.